Hey everyone, it's Kish, and welcome to another Grown Girl Glow Up video. Um, I'm actually just here relaxing in one of my favorite chairs. It's Sunday, and I actually still have my church dress on, but that's okay. Um, I'll be able to wind down in a little bit here. But I just wanted to come on here and pick up with our last conversation on making friends as an adult. As a grown girly, we may find it challenging to, make new friends because of just, life, being an adult. Some of us have full-time careers, are wives, maybe you have children. So just all of the things can kind of get in the way of making friends. So let's talk about that. Let's talk a little bit more about how we can become the type of friend that we want to attract. So let's talk about the 5 ways you can become the friend that you want to attract. Let's get into that. Okay, so I'm back, and like I said, it's Sunday, and I'm kind of relaxing here, and the window is open, so if you hear a little bit of drizzle, it is raining here, which is nice because, it's kind of relaxing to hear the rain. But getting into the top 5 ways you can be the friend that you want to attract, let's start with number 1. Number 1, I would say, is to keep your word. Be true to your word is number 1. Yes. I was reading in the Bible a little bit earlier in Matthew where it encourages us to make sure our yes means yes and our no means no. And there's nothing more frustrating than to have a friend who is that sometimey kind of friend. Sometimes they will, sometimes they won't. You just don't know. And you don't want to be that type of friend. You want to be a dependable friend. And overall, that's a great characteristic to have, especially, us girlies who are glowing up. You want to have that characteristic of someone who is dependable, someone who keeps their word. Your word is very important, specifically, in a friendship. So if you say that you're going to meet with your friend after work on Thursday to get your nails done and grab a bite to eat, make sure that you are available and you have that in your calendar already. It's a priority because you said it, that you're going to meet with your friend on Thursday after work, get your nails done, and grab a bite to eat. So it's just also, not only is it a good characteristic to have to be dependable, but also, it's your, reputation. You don't want to be known as someone who just does not keep their word, especially within a friendship. That's very kind of discouraging. So be true to your word. So number 2, to be that friend that you want to attract, you want to be generous. Now, I'm not meaning, financially, even though you can do that if you want to, pick up the tab for dinner every once in a while, or, when you go for coffee, maybe say, it's my treat, but mainly generous with your time. I know, again, as we are, adulting, it's hard to find time sometimes because we have so many things going on in life, especially for those of us who, have a full-time job, who are wives, who are mothers. You have all of the things going on. It can be very hard to carve out time, unfortunately, for ourselves. And having friendships as an adult is so important. So we want to reciprocate that. We want to be generous with our time within our friendships. So number 2, be generous, especially with our time within our friendships. All right, so number 3 is to be encouraging. Be encouraging. I know it may seem like kind of a simple thing. Oh, be encouraging. Be encouraging to your friends. Even if it's just a text that you send. If you know your friend is going to be going on a job interview that she's nervous about, send her an encouraging text. Send her a scripture. Send her a funny meme, maybe to kind of, bring down the anxiety a little bit. But be encouraging. That can go such a long way in a friendship. If you are known as the friend who is the cheerleader, who always is in, your friend's corner, who, if you're starting a business, that friend is going to be the first one to be your first customer. So be encouraging. Number 4 is be a good listener. Again, I know it can be sometimes hard to, carve out that time, but to take the time to maybe stay on the phone a little bit longer and listen to your friend. Maybe she is having an issue with a coworker, and you may be cooking dinner, and you need to get those biscuits out of the oven in like 5 minutes, but your friend's been going on about what's happening in her life. Make it a priority to listen. Be a good listener. Sometimes we don't necessarily need someone to solve a problem for us, especially as, women. Sometimes we just want to be heard. We just want to be listened to. So as a good friend, you want to be someone who is a good listener. So, okay, number 5. I actually had to close the window and grab my glasses. It just kind of got a little bit too windy out there, so sorry if the sound gets a little wonky, but it's okay. It's all good. And I had to straighten up my dress. My dress looked the buttons were kind of going all over the place. I don't know. But number 5 is to pray. Pray for your friends. We are living in such a chaotic world. I think we all need prayer, and especially prayer among friends. So I know I like to pray for my friends, and they don't even necessarily need to know that I'm doing it. But if I know that a friend has a need, maybe something we've been talking about, maybe something that is causing them, maybe a little pain in their life, maybe some frustration, could be, it could be anything. Pray over anything. So number 5 is pray for your friends. The Bible tells us that where 2 or 3 are gathered in the Father's name, there he will be. So who couldn't use that extra prayer in their lives, especially from their friends? So those are my top 5 ways to become the friend that you want to attract. And if you have any other ways that you've developed friendships, maybe put them in the comments. And hey, if you do like this content, definitely like it, share it. I would love for you to subscribe, and you can come back here and we can chat more about how us grown girlies are glowing up. So I will see you in the next video. Bye.